is a reproduction of a Coney Island Carousel horse. In the next few moments, I'm going to show you what's involved in making one of these. In the picture of the horse here, I'm taking and drew lines, half-inch squares across the whole paper. And each square on here is going to represent 3 3/4 inches on a sheet of corrugated. And I'm going to draw out and graph this horse full size that I want to make it. And here's what the horse looks like in the size of it on a piece of corrugated. And I jigged out each leg and part of the horse that I'll be tracing onto a piece of wood and jigging it out to laminate the legs and body parts. Here's each leg as on a template. And this will be my tracing template that I'll be tracing it onto wood. So here I take my corrugated template and trace the whole outer edges of it. Here's the leg as you see it jigged out one piece. And there are 4 pieces that I have to laminate together to make one leg. Okay, here's one leg that's all jigged out, all 4 pieces, and it's ready for lamination. Now this is going to be one of the hind legs of the horse. I use Elmer's white glue. It seems to work very well, and it even holds up to the weather pretty good. Here I'm gluing both surfaces. It's better to put too much glue than not enough. The excess will ooze out when I put the clamps on it. And you don't want to have any dry spots in here with no glue that's going to delaminate later on. I'm using like a squeegee here to spread it evenly. Because the leg is very brittle here, the grains going here, this piece could snap off, that I staggered the grain on the different layers to give it a little more strength. I let this set up overnight and it'll be good and dry. ready now to wet, set and dry. Well, this is set now overnight. It should be good and dry to do the rough carving on now. Some places I put a few nails here to give it a little extra strength. I gotta carefully cut around those and pull those nails. I rough carve the shape now, and then I'm going to sand this so it's be pretty much smooth, but then later on I'll carve some muscle lines in detail in this wig. Right now I'm gluing these little wooden blocks on here, which I'll be carving a rose coming out of the side of the horse. Nail these little blocks on here, and after they dry on, then I can pull the nails out and then carve the flower. Here the horse is finished. It's ready for painting now. Here I put a white gesso base, and I sanded it. Now I'm going to give it one more coat. And right here I put a gold paint over the gesso, where I'm going to gold leaf this. You'll see in a little while. And this here is color so that if I miss a little spot with gold leaf, that it won't show up too bad. Now this is the same gesso that they use in oil paintings or acrylic paintings for a base coat. Now when this here dries, I'm going to sand it very lightly and put the finished white coat on it. Now I'm going to put polyurethane on the tail here. Polyurethane gets tacky, I'm going to take the sheets of gold leaf and I'm going to gild the whole tail here, like in the mane and other parts of the horse. This is how gold leaf comes. It's thinner than paper actually, and it's attached to a piece of wax paper. And I'm going to press this onto the wood that I put the polyurethane on, where it's tacky now. And the gold will pull off this wax paper and stick to the wood. go right into the wood. With my fingers I kind of ride it in the grooves of the carving. Well, that's my story, and next time you're writing a carousel, you'll be looking at it a different way.